Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really cutting through the noise on an issue that's, well, it's often invisible but deeply affecting families. We're talking about the hidden digital crisis in our kids.
Exactly.
If you're a busy parent, maybe an educator, or just looking for some real clarity without getting overwhelmed, our goal here is to give you the concrete facts and, importantly, some first steps you can take. Like today.
Yeah, and we've pulled together some, frankly, powerful material for this. It's basically a wake-up call. The argument is, don't just read the warnings anymore. We have to read through the lines, and react.
React based on real stuff.
Absolutely. Real-world examples, solid data. We want to turn that vague worry many parents feel into something you can actually understand and act on.
Okay, let's jump right in then. We have to start with a story that just lays bare how volatile this whole thing is. Think about this scenario. A government tries to ban social media platforms.
Right.
The reaction from young people, it was immediate. It was huge. Thousands protesting in the streets.
And it got ugly fast.
Yeah, it turned violent. Reports say 19 people died, over 400 injured. I mean, the political fallout was massive. The prime minister actually resigned over it.
That's intense. And the key thing to grasp here is the why. Why such an extreme reaction?
It wasn't just about losing an app, was it?
Not at all. This exposed a really profound dependency. The source material shows this generation felt like their actual lifeline, social, emotional, was cut. Social media wasn't just fun, it was tangled up in their identity, their friendships, their whole sense of purpose.
Wow, that level of integration, it's way beyond what most of us experienced growing up with tech.
Totally different. And when you see that kind of societal explosion, you really have to pause. Think about how that translates maybe on a smaller scale to your own home.
You mean like
that intense mood swing, that feeling of real loss.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a magnified version of what you see when the Wi-Fi goes down and your teenager just melts down.
Okay.
It shows you just how deep the emotional scaffolding built on these platforms really goes.
And sadly, it's not just about protests or mood swings. The dangers get much more immediate, physical, even life-threatening. We have to talk about these online challenges.
Yeah, we do. And these aren't just stories floating around, they're documented tragedies. Take the Blackout Challenge. It's been linked to the deaths of at least 20 kids, some as young as 10.
20? That's horrifying.
It is. And there was another global viral challenge, very public, that claimed 8 more lives. These are the snarkest examples, the lethal potential hiding in plain sight online.
It's not just physical stunts either, right? There was that other darker thing.
You're probably thinking of that 50-day game, really insidious. It's been linked to hundreds of teen suicides. Russia, India, Brazil. It spread globally.
And didn't it reach the U.S. too?
It did. There was a documented case of a 20-year-old Indian student here in the U.S. who died attempting its final tasks.
God, that's awful.
And bringing up these specifics, it's crucial. It forces us past denial, doesn't it? You can't just brush it off as kids being kids.
Yeah.
It shows this is a credible global crisis. Digital influence can go from just scrolling to genuinely life-threatening. It makes the urgency real.
And if those real-world tragedies aren't enough, the numbers, the hard data, they paint a pretty stark picture too, don't they?
They absolutely do. We're seeing a rapid increase in problematic digital behavior. Look at social media. Problematic use jumped from 7% in 2018 to 11% in 2022.
So significant jump in just 4 years.
A big jump. And it shows the problem isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. And think about this. Over a third of young people report being constantly in touch with friends online.
Constantly?
Yeah. And 12% show gaming patterns that are considered problematic.
Well, okay, so we know these platforms are built to grab attention. You mentioned that. What does that constant digital drag actually do to a kid's brain day to day? How does it show up?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the research points to 4 main negative impacts from sort of unchecked device use. First up is fragmented attention.
Fragmented attention, like they can't focus.
Exactly. All that constant switching between apps, notifications, it creates what some researchers call attention residue. Deep concentration just erodes. It gets replaced by this chronic distraction, this need to just keep scrolling, keep clicking, shallow engagement.
So when I see my kids struggling to just sit and read or finish homework without grabbing their phone every 2 minutes, it's not just them being difficult.
It might be more fundamental than that. It could be their brain has literally been rewired by all that hyperstimulation. Sustained focus actually starts to feel uncomfortable.
Wow, okay. What's the second impact?
Emotional instability. Digital life often becomes an escape hatch, right? But paradoxically, it can actually amplify anxiety and mood swings. It leaves kids with this really fragile sense of self that's totally dependent on likes, comments, external validation.
And that fragility must spill over into real-world interactions.
Absolutely. Which leads to the third point. Weakened social skills. When most of your interactions are filtered through a screen, you lose practice in vital real-life skills.
Like empathy, reading cues.
Exactly. Empathy, collaboration, resolving conflict face-to-face, those skills atrophy. So they might feel digitally connected but become more isolated in the real world.
And the fourth?
Just basic health disruption. The blue light, messing with sleep, being sedentary for hours, the constant mental stimulation. It all undermines sleep quality, physical fitness, even immune health over time.
It's kind of insidious how it creeps up. It's so easy for parents to miss it, right? You just see glimpses of a kid on the phone after school and you think,
You rationalize, oh, they need to unwind or they deserve some fun. We make excuses.
yeah.
There's this really powerful analogy used in one analysis to describe that slow burn of parental concern. It's like a dog sitting on a single nail.
A dog on a nail.
Yeah, it whines a little, right? There's this persistent nagging ache, but it's never quite uncomfortable enough for the dog to actually get up and move from its familiar spot.
Oof, that hits home.
Yeah.
So we kind of know there's a problem, but the pain isn't bad enough yet to make us do the hard thing and change something.
Precisely. And by the time the pain gets really bad, the grades plummet, the anxiety is crippling, the problem is deeply embedded. Often, parents then seek help for the child rather than looking at how the home environment, maybe their own enabling, contributed.
And the research also points a finger, gently, at modern parenting itself.
Yeah.
Like, our good intentions might backfire.
Yeah, this idea that in wanting to shield our kids from hardship, we might be over-providing. We give them so much convenience.
But we were shaped by hardship, right? That's what built our resilience.
That's the argument, that we sometimes forget that struggle, that overcoming challenges, that delayed gratification, that's what forged our character, by making everything instant and easy for them.
We rob them of the chance to build those same strengths.
Exactly. And this feeds into what's called the cost of digital lethargy. Think about it. Impulse online shopping replaces maybe a thoughtful discussion about a purchase. Food delivery replaces the connection and effort of a home-cooked meal.
So family engagement gets eroded by convenience.
Right. And kids learn instant gratification, distraction, passive consumption, instead of patience, contribution, effort.
Okay, this isn't about making anyone feel guilty. It's about seeing the patterns so we can change it. Let's pivot hard now. What can we actually do? This needs to be about positive action, reclaiming balance.
Absolutely. Actionable steps, not rigid, unrealistic rules. The first, and maybe the most important, is the family digital reality check. And crucially, this starts with the adults. With you.
With us.
Yes. You have to reflect honestly on your own tech habits. Ask yourself, what am I really modeling here? What are the hidden consequences of my digital choices? Because you can't teach mastery if you haven't started mastering it yourself.
That's a tough mirror to hold up, but essential. Okay, self-awareness first. What's strategy 2?
Establish tech-free anchor points. These are non-negotiable times or zones where devices are just off limits.
Like dinner time.
Definitely. The material strongly suggests committing to one tech-free meal a day. Dinner is great. Or maybe tech-free bedrooms after a certain hour. Even better, a weekly tech Sabbath, maybe a few hours, maybe a whole day. The goal is creating pockets of that mindful life amidst the chaotic one.
Why is that one meal so important? It sounds simple, but how does it actually fix anything?
It directly pushes back against those weakened social skills and fragmented attention we talked about. Take away the screens, you force face-to-face conversation, you have to listen actively, engage thoughtfully. Kids get to practice those low-stakes social interactions, negotiation, even disagreement in a safe space. It rebuilds family connection that screens constantly interrupt.
Right, it makes everyone present. Makes sense. What's the third strategy?
Observation and connection. This means parents need to become mindful observers of their kids and model self-control themselves. We encourage you. Really watch your child's mood when they're separated from their devices.
What are we looking for?
Does that separation trigger anxiety, irritability, that hypervigilance we associate with dependency? Treat it like a symptom you need to understand.
So pay attention to the withdrawal signs.
Exactly. And then you have to walk the talk. Model the behavior you want to see. If you want them off their phone, you need to be off yours. Choose the walk over scrolling. Pick up a print book. Have a real conversation instead of clicking buy now. That modeling is powerful.
So the big picture isn't about banning tech. entirely. It's not about becoming Luddites.
No, not at all. The goal is mastery. It's about teaching kids how to use these powerful tools without being used by them. And that involves love, clear intentions, and sometimes compassionate discipline. Saying no to unhealthy habits. Setting boundaries, that is an act of love.
Okay, this has been incredibly clarifying. We've seen the urgency, the shocking global incidents, the climbing statistics, but we also have clear first steps.
Yeah.
That family reality check, starting with ourselves. Committing to just one tech-free meal, and really observing, mindfully, what's happening when the screens go dark. The message is clear. Don't just hear this, read through the lines, and react positively.
And I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on this week. We talked about how device dependency can lead kids to look up instant answers, right? Which stunts their critical thinking, their ability to problem solve independently.
Yeah, they search instead of solve.
Exactly. So my challenge to you is, what simple, hands-on, maybe multi-step problem-solving task can you introduce this week? Something that forces them to figure things out without reaching for Google immediately.
Like what?
Could be anything. A complex puzzle, a craft project with instructions, following a tricky recipe together, maybe a simple science experiment, something that requires effort, thought, maybe even a little frustration to build that self-reliance muscle.
That's a great practical challenge. Rebuilding critical analysis, step by step. Okay, looking ahead in our next conversation, we're going to dive even deeper into how these digital environments actually rewire developing brains. We'll focus specifically on focus, sleep.
And crucially, the simple family routines that can act as powerful anchors against that invisible damage.
Perfect. We'll explore those practical pathways next time. We'll see you then.